So, I just want to ask all of you a question. When you look at Drobot, what's the first thing you think? Most of you would have probably said by now, oh yeah, he's probably the easiest Skylander to use in the whole series, because literally all you have to do is hold down the A button and you pretty much win every fight. But that is just not true. There is a lot more to Drobot than that. And in today's video, I want to look at the path that really no one uses, and I haven't seen anyone use it because most people just prefer the eye laser path because it doesn't really take that much effort to use. And that path being the Bladegear path. So the Bladegear path basically, well, it's kind of obvious, buffs the Bladegears. And also makes you shoot out 3 Bladegears at once. But these things do a lot of damage. Sure, most of the time I prefer to use the top path because of the eye lasers and also the afterburners as more of a weapon than a thing of speed, aka the afterburner strats, which you will probably see more as I talk more about Drobot. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing today. We're going to be looking at the forgotten path of Drobot, the Bladegear path. So with that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy Drobot. So one thing I did realise, I completely forgot to do my usual intro. So I'm going to do that right now. Hello everyone, hope you're all doing amazing today. My name is Mr. Hero, and welcome back to Skylanders Giants. So as I said in the intro, we're going to be looking at the path that everyone forgot. The Bladegear path. Don't get me wrong though, it is fun using the eye lasers. I'm not saying the Bladegear path is the best path for Drobot. That's not what I'm saying at all. But to be honest, I actually did better using the Bladegear path than I would normally do with the eye lasers. Which I thought was quite surprising since I'd never even once considered using the Bladegears. Like, I never considered using them once. But for some reason I felt like I did a lot better using them than I would normally. So that's just one thing I wanted to point out. It's quite strange because I spent most of my time using the eye lasers because I thought, oh yeah, best path. Just hold down the A button and it's just easy. No, there is a lot more to Drobot than just holding down the A button and basically easing your way through every single fight. I just want to pause and say the eye lasers ain't all that there is to Drobot. There is a little thing called the afterburner strats, and that means you're using the afterburners as more of a weapon than as a movement thing. So normally you use the afterburners for movement, and if an enemy gets caught in it, whoopee-doo. But there are some strats where you can just shoot eye lasers at one side and then use the afterburners to deal extra damage on the other end. That is the afterburner strats, and it does add a little bit more to Drobot. But in this video, I'm going to talk more about the Bladegears, and maybe I'll make a video of the afterburner strats after this. Anyway, back to the video. Which does make this combo, the eye lasers plus shooting out the Bladegears. And one thing I did realise is it adds a lot more care to Drobot, like how you use him. So basically you just want to keep moving around and just spamming the Bladegears. That's really the Bladegear path. And it just adds a lot more care since when you shoot out the Bladegears you can't move. Which is a complete contrast to being able to move with the eye lasers path. So that's one thing I just wanted to point out here. Sure, the eye lasers are very OP considering how much damage they do, but I feel like the Bladegears do add an extra bit of strategy and an extra form of care when playing with Drobot, and that's what I like. I like to make things harder for myself, which is why I really enjoyed using this path. 42 damage on the crits is also quite insane, I must say. But you can see here, normally you could just run up to the enemies and just keep shooting them until they die, or just stand still and just keep shooting them. But here, we can't do that, because if we stood still and just kept spamming the Bladegears, we just get hit and just take a lot of hits. So really, you just want to keep moving around with this, and that's where it adds a lot more of, I'd say, more challenging gameplay to Drobot. And also the Mabu just went flying. That's a very common thing. I see that a lot when I play through this game. But really, all I'm doing is just killing every enemy, just so you can see the true extent of the Bladegear path. But there's one little clip that I do want to share, and I'm going to play it right now. So this really is just a sped up nightmare mode throne room using the Bladegears. And basically, it's what you expect. Normally with the eye lasers, this room can be sort of easy, just standing around, just running around and just holding down the A button, as you can see what I'm doing right now. But also adding the Bladegears into the fight is a common challenge because of all the Coronadors and stuff like that. So basically just taking extra levels of care. I got hit there, and I can't say anything about that. I got hit, but that's the only time I got hit in this throne room. Well, that's a lie, but I shielded the other one, so I guess it kind of counts. But at the same time, I don't think it does. But we didn't take any damage. But you can just see here, the Bladegears just add a whole extra level of care and caution with Drobot, and that's what I like. I like paths that give me a challenge. So that's why I want to ask you guys, what path is the worst? Like, you can pick any Skylander you want. I really don't mind who you pick. Just pick a Skylander and tell me, like, it has to be a Skylander which is only good on one path, as so people think. And then what I'll do, I'll practice that path. For example, you could even use like the Gilgrunt hose path, because that path isn't really used that much. Same with, who else could I use as an example? I'm trying to think. Who could I use as an example? I actually don't know. Okay, I got one. Series 1 Chop Chop on the shield path. Yeah, that's one of the paths that you don't want to use with Series 1. With Series 2, on the other hand, that path is actually better. But that's just for Series 2. If you want to see me do a shield path on Series 1, just leave it in the comments. Leave any Skylander that you think is only good on one path in the comments, and I will test them out and basically tell you if you were wrong and if that path is actually OP. So with Drobot, we got a little bit off topic near the end here, but yeah, Drobot on the Bladegear path really adds a lot more to his gameplay, and that's what I enjoy. I enjoy challenging myself, and from what I've heard, the Bladegear path is really bad and all that, but I think that this whole video kind of proved that wrong, because like, I feel like the Bladegears are pretty good, and I know they're used mostly on Series 2 Drobot with the Wow Pow. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. This is Mr. Hero signing out. Have a good one, everyone.